20-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. 2nd and 14.
Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. And let's give it 58. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
From the gun, Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Ryan. Throw left side, complete to Moss. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on 4th down.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Tell me what you got. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go,
here we go. Here we go on 4th down with Ryan. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. That will 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run on 1st down. Patterson. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 12-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McDonald rolling to his left. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put in.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So they went a little cautious there on 3rd and long.
Man, nothing wrong with that. Remember, they're playing with a lead right now. So getting a 1st down, yes, that would be great. But even more importantly, take care of the football. No turnovers, no big plays for the other team, and keep the clock moving.
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. This will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at the 20. He gives to Gurley. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Number 20.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. To throw again. Ryan flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And this is caught at the 8. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears turn that interception into a touchdown. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Bears 31. Falcons
now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. A handoff to Smith. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now, there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Hey, Tuesday.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name,
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
58, boys, 58. 58, it's Mike. Hey, here we go. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Here's Shaw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now Shaw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. The Falcons will go for it. It's Ryan. Throw left side complete. That's Moss. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Here's Madison, and he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
The ball carrier.
In on the stop, DeMonte Casey.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them.
Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free. But a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Throwing is McDonald. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Brooks Reed was able to find his way to the QB. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You're talking about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Play action. Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Incomplete. This one winding toward a conclusion. And how would you assess how the secondary is played?
Well, we just saw them take another shot downfield that was incomplete, correct?
Correct.
So my assessment is that if anyone's played really well in this game, it's been the secondary. That was the latest example.
Yeah, they've been solid. Really, the whole defense has been solid. Still pitching a shutout. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Moss. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Bandit. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. 58 is the mic. 58. 58 is the mic.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Catch there by Julio Jones, and let's face it, we're almost running out of ways to say he's great. So let's put it into this context. 3rd among active players in receiving yards, starting 2020, just 852 yards behind tight end Jason Witten.
Ryan's throw caught by Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. To throw again on 2nd down. Shaw. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 43. 12 yards there and a first down.
43-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Shaw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 18. 11 yards there, first down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. 59
They'll look to throw here on first down. He completes it to Jones. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. That catch good for only a couple.
15-yard line.
Second down and 8. This complete to Jones. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there.
Check 50, check 50. Dragon 60.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Intended for Thaddeus Moss. Incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bears will get the football back. The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Chicago, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.